Hi everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mama, and today I want to share with you my first project for the month of October with Crafters Castle's Challenge blog. This month we have the amazing sponsorship of Memory Box, and I just absolutely love what they sent the DT. First off, let me show you this one here because this is one I haven't used yet, but that will be for my second project, and these are all made of 100% steel craft die. So anyway, this one is a Batavia Snowflake oval, and that one is, I haven't unboxed it yet. I will unbox it for the next project, but I just love it. I've already got in mind what I'm going to do, so I'm excited about that. But for the project that I did for the first one is I used my Gentle Horizon oval, and I used the Gentle Valley oval, and I used the little houses, and I also used the Merry Christmas sentiment. So, and of course I just used the word Merry Christmas, as you'll see here in a little bit. But these are just fantastic dies. They cut out really, really well. So you can see the back side of it. They have a good edging on it to be able to cut. So each one of them are made of that 100% steel. So I had no problem using them through my machine. I used a big shot. So for my project, I decided to go ahead. Let me see if the white paper might work better to show up better. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit better. Now, I decided, since my husband and I are getting ready to move, I just had surgery, so I just did this before my scheduled surgery, and I thought I'd just go ahead and do a project share rather than a tutorial, but I'll explain what I did. And my husband and I, like I said, we're getting ready to move, so I decided I needed a bigger tree because it's going to be a little bigger house, and I'm going to put this on my new Christmas tree. So I thought an ornament would be in, something I needed for my new house. So I decided to go ahead and use the Gentle Horizon oval and the Gentle Valley oval, which are these two pieces here. I've got two pieces. One here, this one's the Valley, and then I glued that on top of the Horizon one. Now, I have to say that I did go ahead and cut one of those pieces on a chipboard so I could give this some stability. And so that has a chipboard behind it. And then I thought, well, I need more stability, so I went ahead and cut another chipboard of the other oval. So there's actually a few pieces on here. I have white cardstock, I have a chipboard that matches that with the first oval. Then I have another die cut out of white cardstock, and I use chipboard on the bottom of it also. So that way, as you can hear, it's nice and sturdy. I've got some good thickness to it. So then, to get my background of the gold metallic, I went ahead and cut out an oval, just traced around the outside of these ovals, of one of the ovals, and that I cut it out with my scissors, and that was going to be the back of my ornament. Now, there is a plastic piece of acetate right here. I went ahead and put that in there to give it, more of a shine, more of a window look to it. And so then I glued all the pieces together. Every one of them are glued together layer by layer. The gold metallic, the acetate, the chipboard, the white cardstock, and then a chipboard on the back of the next cardstock oval. So it's just layer by layer. So let me try to explain that better. So I had cut out one of these on white cardstock and also on chipboard, a thin chipboard, not a thick one, a thin chipboard. Then I took my other oval, and I did the same thing. I cut out a white cardstock and a white chipboard. Glued those two pieces together. So each one had have 2 layers on it. So that's what I did on those. And I also did it on the little houses too, just to give them some thickness too. Because you can see that I've got, they're thick here. So hopefully you can see that. But anyway, they are nice and thick. Everything's real stable and sturdy. I like that. And then once I got them all glued together, except for the gold metallic and the acetate, those were the 2 pieces that I did last, I had taken some triple thick glue and gone all around the top layer of my ornament. I did not put the Merry Christmas sentiment on yet. And then I sprinkled different kinds of glitter into it, some thicker and some real fine, and a little bit of glass glitter I had done on that. And I let them dry thoroughly. And I got this idea, I cannot take credit for it. I got this from one very happy bird. She had done some awesome ornaments. So the idea came from her. Anyway, I did all the glitter and I let it dry thoroughly. I let it dry at least, probably about 3 hours. You can let it set overnight if you do it at night, and just let it set overnight, and you can come back in the morning. But it took I let it set for about 3 hours because I wanted to make sure. So, like I said, everything, the white layers were all glued together. Once that was dried, I went ahead and added my acetate to the back of the white sections, the white ovals. And as I said, I used one of the templates to cut around the oval. That way they would be the right size. If they were too small, if I just cut out the inside, then they wouldn't have anything to adhere to. So I cut all the way around and put the acetate on the back of the white ovals. And then I took my gold metallic and put that on the back. And then I went ahead and did some glitter on the back of the side of the piece also. Now, once I got done with this, I thought I'd go ahead and put the Merry Christmas sentiment on, which I did. And I went ahead and hot glued that on because it seemed with regular glue I couldn't get it to stay. So I went ahead and added my sentiment and put it on with a hot glue. Then I trimmed the edges with a white, with gold, real thin gold cording. It's really thin. And then I added some rhinestones to the sides of it. And then I added a bow. No, I didn't add the bow yet. I'll get back to that in a little bit. But I added my cording to the top. And I added a rhinestone piece here. Now the way I added the cording at the top, I used a bail and glued on the back of it. And that way I had a place to loop it. I didn't want to put a hole in my ornament piece, so I just used a bail. And then I made a charm, and I had this piece. It was already put together like that, so I went ahead and added a little teacup, a little decorative piece to it. And then I added an angel to it. So, and just made a charm out of that, and attached a jump ring to it, and added that jump ring to the bail that I had glued onto the bottom. So after I did that, then I added my bow on it. So I hope I'm making sense to it and everything. And I'm sorry I couldn't get a tutorial done, but with the move and everything going on, with surgery coming up, I wanted to get this done, and I just am so excited about how this came out. I think it'll look gorgeous on my tree. It can also be just hung up somewhere by itself, and it'll be beautiful. So anyway, I wanted to share my project with you. I hope it made some sense to you. It's just basically layer by layer by layer, gold metallic paper, acetate, and then a chipboard piece that matches one of the ovals, and then another chipboard piece that matches the second oval, and then the oval on top. So you've got several layers on there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that it has inspired you to make your own ornament. or to check out, and be sure to check out all the links below in the description box for the design team members, for the memory box website. Everything that you need will be in the description box below. And thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe, and have a great day. If you have any questions, just inbox me, and I will do my best to answer that. Thanks. Have a great day.